Hello.
Hello, welcome to Rime of the Frost Maiden. I don't know if you put any title on this one, Bully, but
I didn't, because I don't know what we're doing or what we did.
the title should be The Council Meeting.
A council meeting.
Yeah.
I can change that.
So it's been a couple of weeks. We're sorry. I've been ill. I'm still kind of ill. So we'll see how this goes. But we have some sort of links, maybe? Do we have links?
Already did it.
All right.
Good.
There we go. So that's that. And we're last time, what happened last time, Corgi?
Oh, okay. That was fast.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry, I ran out of things to say.
very rare for you.
Yeah.
All right. So when we last began at our last session, we were at the ice lodge of the iced giant. After we had defeated, or after I forget what we had done.
You had been to the spaceship.
Yes, we went to the Nautiloid. That's what we did. So after we returned from the Nautiloid, we stayed at the Ice Lodge where we reunited with the Kobolds, who eagerly were ready to follow us, proclaiming that they are now our squires. Sitting down on the ice throne inside, Alexica realizes that she can use its magic to start a blizzard around the lodge. They do so, having more comfort in knowing that the storm will probably keep anything dangerous away while they sleep. On the way out, they grab 3 of the barrels of whale oil to sell in Bryn Shander. After buying and selling some things at the market, they were caught by Dorum on the street. He invites them for a drink and tells them that he is speaking for the townspeaker of Bremen at the townspeaker meeting. After some pleasantries, they go to bed and prepare for the townspeaker meeting in the morrow. That is where we left off.
Yeah. And you went to bed more specifically in Kelvin's comfort.
Yes, it was like a whole thing about where we were going to stay.
Yeah. And it's the same in where Shandar and Nerth and Dorum are staying. Your good scent friends. But it's also one of the most popular taverns in town because it has dwarven ales and brandies. And you tried some of them. But anyway, you guys wake up. And the council meeting is supposed to start in like 2 hours. Is there any last preparations you wish to do? Or you just want to set off the time until the meeting? Or do you not want to go?
I don't want to go now.
I'm done.
I've decided I'm going to somewhere else.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm going to Candle Keep. And that's going to be the end of me. I'm going to become a monk.
So I think Alexica wakes up first. Because you've been sort of on edge all night because of the vicinity to Shandar Froth.
Sorry, okay, I think that are we in the same room or are we in separate rooms?
You're in the same room.
We're all in the same room?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm going to wake up and I'm going to sneak out of the room. Try not to wake the guys up.
Yep. I'm sure you can do that. You're a very stealthy individual.
I am going to find a quiet corner.
So you go downstairs to the sort of tavern part?
No, I'm searching for like a corner where there's nobody around.
All right. Okay. So basically, you're on the top floor, and as you come out, you're basically there's a long corridor going both ways. You know that if you go to the right, it leads down, and to the left, there's sort of it's just a corridor of rooms. You know, it's a hotel corridor. And there's not many people around. You think you woke up quite early, but you can hear from downstairs, you know, the clattering of bowls and ale mugs and things.
Oh gosh, where is this? Where is it? Oh, gosh, I feel like an idiot because I'm trying to figure out this thing on the fly, and my brain is too tired to.
What are you trying to figure out? Let's help you out.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Okay.
the stone.
Oh, right. Yes. I pull out. I try to kind of conceal it a little bit. Maybe like have it in my on my bag, like have my bag held up to my head, like I'm looking for something in it, but have my stone there.
Yeah.
And I will pull it out, and I will ask into it. Revel's End prison, north of 10 towns. The Lish Gant. What do you know, or what can you tell me? That's 20. Okay, so that's a little short.
That was 19, I think. But yeah. Cool. Good.
And then after that, I will go down to the main dining area and order up breakfast for everybody.
Oh, nice. So, Zamor, you wake up from Gareth putting his leg across your legs. He's
Whoa.
fast asleep.
I will push his leg off of mine. And I will
Excellent.
get out my stuff and get ready and head out of the room to find breakfast.
With a light step, a spring in your step, because you realize suddenly as you're sort of halfway down how much it means to you that you no longer are pestered by these dreams that you've had.
Oh, nice. Means
You've
a lot.
slept so well.
I didn't wake up pointing or nothing. It was great.
Exactly. You didn't even stab anybody, you know? As you come down the stairs, you see Alexica there at a table with hot porridge and cold ale ready for you.
Ooh, thanks. How are you doing?
Wow, you seem quite jubilant today. Here's your breakfast. I slept quite well myself, despite the clatterings and noises that first were going on. I was dubious that I would, but in the end I did sleep well, and the bed was comfortable.
Well, that's great. No, I slept fantastic myself. It was absolutely wonderful. Ooh,
You're like a
porridge.
new person. It's
You know,
almost as
it's
if you were a
weird.
new
I didn't realize
person.
how much it meant to me.
It's amazing what a good night's sleep can do for one's soul, I guess.
It really is. Amazing. Hey, so what's on the agenda for today?
Well, the town speakers meeting is in a couple of hours.
Right.
I was actually hoping to see if we could meet up with
Is there anything special we want from these townsfolk? Because, like, I feel like
We were
have
just
the
asked to-
ability.
put our input in, really.
Exactly. What is our input?
That this area sucks. No, I believe that there
Everybody should
are.
move south. That's our input.
I believe that there are hidden mechanisms at work in this town, and that they should be cautious of anything nefarious, such as what was it that the ones that you were going after, the knights?
The Black Swords?
Yeah.
Black Swords.
You know, I think Well, I agree. I think they're really weird me out, and I don't like them whatsoever. But I also kind of have to admit that for the hey, just whistling Dixie at him. So the I would have to say that they are sort of trusted by too many people to straight call them out.
Gareth comes down and he goes, so what's wrong with them then? They give everybody food and... Don't they?
I mean...
Or maybe that's what you mean.
What? I ordered breakfast for us. I mean, are you hungry?
I was born hungry, he says.
It's savory oats for breakfast today. I think
Excellent.
that they mixed in a thoroughly delightful lard into it. It's very creamy.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure it's all lard though, but I dare not ask.
Don't think, just eat.
So yes, that is kind of what I was talking about. You know, they help out people, and that's, at least in my opinion, a cover. Now, I don't know. I think the task that was given to me was to find out what is wrong with them and bring it to light. And it's true, when I'm in the presence of them, I get a little
I still don't even know what your beef is with them. You've never explained it. You've always been very cagey.
I just explained it just now.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I'm sorry. This food is delicious. Explain it to me again.
The task that was given to me was to figure out... Yeah, was to figure out what is wrong with them and bring it to light. And then when I am around them, that's how I feel. I feel that there is something off about them. I haven't quite figured it out yet. We haven't been digging into it. I'd love to, but I don't have any proof at the moment.
Oh, okay. So, well, I don't know if they'll have any representatives available at this meeting, but if they do, you know, you can try to glean some information from them, or you could try to glean some information perhaps from the town speakers that are there and see if any of them know anything.
Sure. We'll have to figure that out.
What about you, Alexica? Gareth says.
What about me?
Thanks, Venom.
Well, you've been running around like a dog after these Arcane Brotherhood types. What's that about?
I've actually never mentioned that.
Have you not? Okay.
I have not. I have been cagey about that on purpose.
Okay, he doesn't say that then. So who are you after then, he says, more generally.
I told you guys when I first met you that I feel like the world is set into an apocalyptic spiral, and it will happen here in the Tin Towns. And I'm bound and determined to find out what it is.
Apocalyptic?
World go boom.
I think, but I mean, not for nothing, but didn't we just get rid of some aliens?
Yes.
Maybe that was what you were talking about.
I mean, did you get end of world vibes from them? I didn't. They seemed a little meek.
It kind of felt end of world to me. You should have been waking up in the middle of the night pointing at nothing.
I mean, you couldn't see the forest through the trees.
I don't know what that means. Ooh, fast on that.
I know, I was so fast.
I mean, so other than the black swords and maybe trying to figure out how I got here, I don't have anything immediately yelling at me. But he's right.
I mean, like, the whole, like, burning of the red wizard things, that seems a little bit more apocalyptic to me. This man in that people are, talking about, that's up in the whatever's end.
Revel's End.
Up in Revel's End, that wizard, he seems a little bit more apocalyptic into the worldly stuff to me.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we know about that?
Only the few rumors that we've heard. Where is he in my list?
Valen Harpel.
Valen Harpel? I don't
His
know who
name.
that is. Oh, I have Valish Ganth.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yep,
all that
that's
we
it.
know,
That was the name I
all
gave
that
it.
we
Look
know
out.
about him is that he was a powerful wizard of the Arcane Brotherhood that is supposedly imprisoned in Revel's End. And we have heard rumors of other members of the Arcane Brotherhood wandering around the Tin Towns.
And that red wizard that was burned was said to be part of the Arcane Brotherhood there.
We've also met one other person.
Yeah,
That is a
and
member of
that
the
is Valen Harpel. Sorry.
That is Valen Harpel.
Yeah. And yeah, she's the one who asked you to retrieve the Chiwangas.
Yeah, the Chwangas.
That's
Say
it.
it the most American way possible.
Chimichangas.
Chiwangas.
Chimichangas.
Yep, the chimichangas.
And to look for
Diaper.
Nas. And look for Nas.
Naslandomir, yeah. Who is apparently her apprentice. Her lost apprentice. As far as
From
you can
what
tell.
what we have learned of Nas, I don't know if that's generally true.
Well, yeah. So interestingly, Durham talked about her, I think, yesterday, right?
Yes.
But I can't remember what he said because he was too drunk.
He said that she was in Bremen, that she was investigating intelligent animals in the area. In particular, she was looking at the Lake Munster near Bremen.
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
And that he feels like she is running from something.
We think we should
In
ask
particular, a man or
somebody.
kids, is what he said.
That's it, yeah. But that's Durham's limited worldview maybe coming into play there.
So who would we ask about that, and what would we ask them?
Well, maybe the speaker of Bremen. Well, wait a minute. That's
Durham.
That's Durham, yeah. Okay. Never mind me, Gareth says. I'll just eat my porridge.
Well, I mean, at least we have a friendly relationship with Durham. If we need any further information, we can inquire upon him. But we do need to also be quite careful upon inquiring of him as well, as to not tip off the I'm trying to remember what it is that you call them.
The Centrum.
Yeah, the Centrum, the Zents.
The Cents, or what do you call them?
The Zentarum.
Centarum? Diaper?
Also,
Pacifier?
Sure. Words.
what do you call a pacifier?
Binky?
I can't remember.
Yeah, we call them binkies too.
In Swedish, they're called a napp. N-A-P-P. Napp.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's what when you put a baby down for a nap, you give them a binky.
Right.
We have information about the Black Swords. Gotta ask them about Red Wizards. And something about Red...
sorry, no, the Arcane Brotherhood, I think, is what you mean.
Arcane Brother.
Well, Garrett says, and then we have these Duragar people. I don't know what to say about them, but from what I know, that's worrying that they're running around 10 towns. Because they're usually down in the Underdark.
Yeah. But are they still coming?
I don't know.
We haven't been north again in a while.
He pats the seat next to him to make sure there's nothing invisible there.
Let's see what's the last thing that we learned about the Durgar. Last thing we heard about the Durgar. Okay, we asked Durham about it. And he didn't really know anything. And yeah, other than just the rumors about them being in that area south of whatever the town is that all the Zents are in. Other than them being south of that
Targos,
area.
maybe.
Targos, yeah. Other than that, that's the only thing we've heard recently.
Yeah.
Does everybody know we caught the Ice Knife Killer? We should let everybody know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds very braggadocious. Perhaps you should do that.
Well, it's more along the lines of like, hey, just so you know, that guy who's been in like 3 of your cities killing people, we got him. But I don't know if everybody was told. Everybody knew that.
I'm trying to remember when it was that we found him.
Wasn't it?
Sorry, where you found him? In Targos.
Yeah, was it in Targos that we found him?
Yeah, we only just found him last week.
Last week. We weren't here last week, nor the week prior.
No, in-game week.
In-game. Sorry. I'm table talking, and I shouldn't be. All right. Well, I mean, those I think are the big issues. I mean, we could also warn the people in the south that perhaps there might be
one pissed off wolf.
Oh, there's that as well. Where is it? And the bluette, the bluette.
Bullet.
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 The bullet. There might
the
be
land
one of those
shark.
Yeah, there's one of those running around in the south.
There's also a Remoraz, isn't there?
Possibly, yeah. You did see traces of that.
True. That is even further south. Well, no, the Bluette was further south.
But you have encountered some intelligent animals recently. For instance, that mammoth.
Yep. Spoke to him for a minute.
And then he got really angry with you for some reason.
It was a very, very literal minute.
Yeah.
Rounds or so.
Not only were they speaking, they were also blackmailing a village.
Yeah, the White Wolves, yeah. Sorry, the Winter Wolves, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, he was in on that probably.
I guess technically it wasn't blackmailing. They were hustling them for food.
Yeah.
I mean...
like very mob style.
Yeah, so that's true. And when you spoke to the mammoth, I mean, even if he was very angry, he did not seem like he had human-like intelligence.
Yeah. He was very smart. Strange.
Yeah.
I don't know
by the
anything
way,
about that.
I tell the kobolds to stay in the room, and I give them some papers and let them use their crayons, and I do plan on going and buying some child toys before the conference.
Right.
Right. You need something, to
Yes.
Good.
occupy it.
But they say they start rooting around in your bags and say, "We can clean."
You can clean.
You can clean. you can clean what? I guess I should probably take some food upstairs. I order a loaf of bread and some porridge, some bowls of porridge, and I tell them, sit here and draw. The bread is for later. The porridge is for now. If you eat it all now, don't tell me you're hungry later.
Yes. Yes. What is this bread? What animal does it come from?
It comes from it depends. Is it milk bread or is it egg bread?
It's wheat bread.
It comes from a cow.
Cow.
Yeah.
They're big. Yummy
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah, this is made from the cow milk.
Milk? Ew.
Oh no,
Ew.
very good. Very good. I believe you love it.
Yes. We love it.
And I lock the door behind me. I show them where the little porta pot is, and I'm like, you need to go there, not in the corner. You go there, and I lock the door and I leave.
We put bread in there?
No, you put bread in mouth.
Ah.
But later for lunch.
Okay.
Don't make me get out the eraser board.
I hope when we come back, there's only 2 of them.
Yeah. Some random
Maybe
bones.
eating the other one. That'll be fine.
Yeah. So you go out then, I suppose, and you buy some toys.
Yes, I'll buy 3 kids' toys.
Okay, yeah. All of them the same or different ones?
Oh no. The trouble. The fight.
I buy them all little goblin dolls.
All right. They're like a silver eater or something like that.
Okay.
Do you go back and give them to them before the meeting?
I do. I go back and I give them each one each identical of the goblin dolls.
Ooh, goblin dolls. Stab!
Alright, have fun. Remember, go potty over there. This goes in mouth, but later. And then
Yes,
I lock the door.
Stab! You hear them go. Mine is bigger than yours. Now mine is prettier than yours. You just go downstairs.
They must all be men.
Yeah. Yeah. Good one. Yeah. All right. So you find yourselves at the council hall, a big, impressive building in the southern part of Brenshander. And outside there are like carts pulling up and town speakers going inside and things like that. And you're shown in, after having said who you are, into a fairly grand council hall, actually. With a big round table in the middle. It looks dwarven made because it's made out of stone. There's nice chandeliers on the... They're not called chandeliers if they're on the wall. They're called sconces on the walls.
Yes.
Yeah. But also chandeliers above the table. High-seated chairs. And there are more than 10 chairs. It seems like they sort of count on you guys coming.
I asked for a booster.
Well, some of the speakers are dead, so they don't need seats for them.
So you sort of there's the mingling going on. You're offered wine if you want it,
Sure.
I take tea. I asked for tea.
or tea. Yeah. And I'm just gonna flood you guys with some handouts here now, just to remind you. We have here Dorum. He is representing Bremen. He's speaking for Dorbol Gruff Shalescar, who is very old.
Okay.
We have Shandar Froth, the newly appointed Speaker of Goodmead. He glares at you, Alexica.
He's a jerk.
I smile and I wave.
Yeah.
Hi.
We have Nerth Maxilnar.
And my hand subtly goes for my knife, by the way. I was just like, oh okay, sorry.
Speaker of Targos. Can you see these, by the way?
I sure can.
Good. We have Speaker Duvessa Shane of Bryn Shander, who is heading this meeting. We have Nimsy Huddle.
Love her so much. Where's she from?
She's the Speaker of Lonelywood, and she greets you by handing you a heart-shaped cookie.
And
There
I
you
hug
go,
her.
love.
I hug her, and while I'm hugging her, I grab 2 more cookies.
Yeah. You have your old friend, Orus Mastew, Speaker of Termalaine. You also have your, I think, friend or contact anyway, Daneth Whalen, Speaker of East Haven. You have the Dragonborn Trovus, Speaker of Koenig. And last but not least, you have Cadroth, who is speaking for Cranach Seaver, who is ill from Caer Dinemal. And honestly, you've sort of met all these people, except maybe Nimsy Huddle and Duvessa Shane. Yeah?
Yes.
But these are the nine of the speakers of 10 towns, and you know, of course, because she told you so, that the lady from Dugan's Hole is not gonna arrive. I can't remember her name now. Let's see here.
Old lady.
Dugan's Hold is Edgra
Dermot, yeah. And you're sort of speaking on her behalf, she said to you.
Oh, look at it.
Okay, let's see. Who do I hate the most? Well, we all know that. The answer to that one. Shandar Froth. And then I would say the next one I hate the most is
Dorum?
No. The next one I hate the most is Cadroth. This is a tier list of people I hate the most.
So those guys are S tier.
Those guys are my S tiers.
What's in your A tier?
My A tier is going to be Daneth Whalen.
Okay, yeah. From East Haven.
And oh, not that one. Not that one.
There we go.
Not
I
that.
got it mostly fitting up.
Okay, Maxidinar.
Nerth, yeah.
Yeah.
From Targos.
He's A. And then I have my favorites, which of course are Oramus Matthew.
Yeah.
And my new favorite, Nimsy Huddle.
Yep.
I would say Truvis is a C level.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot Durham. He's A tier. He's in A tier too.
A tier.
Oh.
You
don't like Dora much.
You know, he's drunk and he's stinky.
Yep.
And then Duvessa, I'm going to say she's B tier because she looks like she kind of has an issue with everything.
Yep.
There you go. There's my tier list.
Excellent tier lists. Well, they all sort of greet you, shake your hands, and there's just sort of small talk going on as they eat their hors d'oeuvres and drink their wine. Does anybody have some sort of diplomacy-like skill? I don't know what it would be.
I'm very charismatic. Does that count?
Yeah, Zamora is the most charismatic.
Just roll a charisma check, both of you, if you want. See if you sort of can sense any of the underlying things going on here.
Oh, is that like insight then?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go for insight. Yep. See, we're away for a couple of weeks and I've forgotten the rules.
21.
9.
You're some more. You're like, oh, these are nice hors d'oeuvre type things.
He's been so
whereas,
happy today. He's not his normal bitter self.
exactly. Yeah. But Alexica, you fairly soon realized that there's like 3 groups of these people. There's Daneth Whalen, Trovis. They seem to sort of be talking a lot to Cadorth.
Let me organize these. So you said Trovis,
Daneth,
Whalen, and who
and
else?
Cadorth. So that's East Haven, Caer Koenig, and Caer Denival there, yeah?
Okay.
And I guess you can guess what the other group is. It's Nerth Maxidinar from Targos, Shandor Froth from Goodmead, and Doran Brewbasher from Bremen.
Okay.
And then Durvessa.
And then Durvessa.
And Nimsy.
Yeah. They're sort of... they're sort of not really a group, but they're like what's left behind.
So they're just talking?
Yeah.
Okay, so we should divide and conquer. One person in each group.
Okay.
Not it. And I point over to Shandor Throff's group. I may kill him if you let me over there.
You should go over there.
I definitely should not. I'm gonna go hang out with my new bestie, Nimsy.
Excellent. I must look her up. Just a second.
And I'll figure out who this Speaker Duvessa is at the same time. I mean, I already have such a good reputation.
This Nimsy is obviously a halfling. And she says to... I've heard so much about you. I think Horus had some business with you not too long ago.
Yes,
So nice to finally meet you. Cookie, love?
Oh, I will take 2 or 3 if I might.
Of course.
I love cookies. You know a way to a cookie's heart.
Well, you know, have you been to Lonelywood? If so, I missed you there.
We have not made it in that direction yet, no, but it is a delight to finally make your acquaintance. You as well, Duvessa, is it?
Yes, Duvessa. She says, Nice to meet you. Well, I have heard of your group's exploits, so it is a pleasure to finally meet you. I do have some things to talk to you about later on, after the meeting, if you don't mind, she says.
Oh, me in particular? Oh,
Well, no, all three of you.
oh, okay. And where is she the town speaker of again?
Here, Brenchander.
Okay, she's from Bridgender. Okay. Yes, we had not made her acquaintance yet. This is actually the first town that I came to when I first came to this plane. I was
Right.
immediately caught in a trap by that man over there, who wanted to eat me. He still threatens it at times.
Oh, that's horrible, Duessa says. Surely he is jesting.
There may be a time when he is not, but as of right now, I feel that he does. And then immediately preceding that, we found ourselves face to face with some not very savory fellows.
Oh, really? Here in Brenchander? Oh, yeah, was that the, what I heard about the, ice, what were they called? Ice knife murders?
What was and the one creature? What was the first creature we ran into that?
It was ghouls.
A ghoul. Yeah.
Oh, it was one ghoul, yeah.
Yes, there was a ghoul, and he was not very nice to me. I had just come to this plane, and I was very inexperienced in combat, and he knocked me square on my behind. If it wasn't for these amazing people, and that fellow over there, who's a little stinky, by the way, I'd be warned. I would probably be dead right now. But yes, also the ice knife murders, which, by the way, if you have not heard, we found the man. He is over. It is done. The ice knife murders are over.
Oh!
You're welcome.
That's a pleasure to hear. Well, I'm sure... Pardon me.
I will look at Gareth and say, he said I would brag.
She says, I'm sure it'll be brought up in the meeting. And speaking of which, we should probably start. Says.
I grab another couple cookies off the plate.
Yeah, of course. So you're all sat down around the table?
And you know I'm sitting on Gareth's lap.
Yeah, you did get a cushion, though, if you... Because you asked for one.
Yeah, I did. I asked for one. I put it in my seat, and then I sit on Gareth's lap.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Duessa says, it's so nice to see you all. Welcome to this council meeting. Unfortunately, Edgra couldn't make it. She sent word that these fine heroes of Icewind Dale, of the 10 towns, sorry, should speak on her behalf. But, you know, we all know Dugan's Hole's position on most things, so I'm sure it won't be a problem. And then she goes around and introduces everybody to everybody. But you already know most of them, of course. So, she says, anything... who wants to go first here? And Nerth Maxilnar, he puts his hand up. Okay, Nerth. Speakers, he says. It's a pleasure to meet you as always. Even in these harsh times, I have heard rumors from various of your townships that fuel is running low. And so I come to you with a suggestion. I have contacts in the south. And they are prepared to supply all of the 10 towns with all the fuel that you need. Provided they get a monopoly on selling fuel, of course. And who are these contacts, Dubessa says. It's traders from Luskan, the glorious southern city, he says. And then they start discussing this. And it seems like Shandar and Dorm are well on his side there, of course. And it seems like actually the people from Caer Konig and Caer Denival are also on his side. So he has 5 people there gathered. But Devesa and Nimsi and Horus, and also Daneth, actually, Wayland from Easthaven, they're against the proposition because, a monopoly is not good for us, he says. Daneth Wayland says. We want to be free to take up, other offers as well. And also, we are actually not in need of any fuel. We have all the food we could want. And he glares at Nerth Maxinar when he says that. And fuel is available in the woods. So they have this big discussion about this, and then they're going to take a vote. And it's not a unanimous vote, so it ends up being that Nerth says, well, there is an offer. Speak with me later on, he says to Trovus and to Kadroth. Speak with me later on, and we can surely come to some sort of agreement. Okay, next up, Devesa says, I have some things to say. As you know, we're facing an supernatural winter in the 10 towns. And everybody nods. This winter, I have it from good authority that it's brought on by the wrath of Oral. And for anybody who doesn't know, she says, Oral is the god of ice and cold. And so I've taken into my council one of her frost druids. And I know for a fact that so have you. She nods at Daneth Whalen. And you. And she nods at Nerth Maxilnar. And we 3 would like to invite the other towns of 10 towns to do the same. It is harsh and it is horrific. But as you know, in these 3 cities, Targos, Bryn Shander, and Easthaven, we have, on the Druid's advice, taken to having a lottery each month to appease the Frost Maiden. And this seems to me like it is the only way forward. We must have these lotteries in all of the 10 towns.
Same.
Oh,
Actually,
she says?
I would like to bring something up about this topic because it pertains actually particularly to us. The Ice Knife murders, just so that you all are quite aware. I'm sure many of you know about them. If you look at the location of the Ice Knife murders, you can see that specifically the 3 towns that have taken up residence of these druids and are doing these lotteries are the towns in which the murders were taking place, save for one incident, which was a person who had paid for a member of one of these towns
Easthaven.
Easthaven, to not be included in the lottery. So, and the person was actually a follower of Oral.
Which person was a follower of Oral?
The Ice Knife murderer.
Ah. Okay, so you say this. You can roll a persuasion check.
Do you want to help me, Bully?
Yeah. Do I also need to? I'm giving help. Does that mean I also get to roll?
He's providing help action.
Or
You
I'm
can
providing
both
the
roll.
help action.
No, you can both roll.
You can. Okay, I rolled an 18, so it wasn't too bad.
You're gonna do
With,
better
like,
than me
plus
anyway.
0.
I mean, you're gonna 13.
So you lay this out how, and because they ask follow-up questions about the ice knife murders and
Yes,
who was murdered and so on.
Yes, the ice knife murderer was seeking out the people who were paying to not be included in these lotteries and taking care of them himself. So it is. These lotteries are flawed as apparent because people are just paying their way out of it, so it's disproportionately affecting the lower class.
Yeah, Duvessa looks, her lips tighten when she understands that people seem to be paying to get out of the lottery, and she says after their discussion with you, she says, "This is completely unacceptable. The only way this will work is if all the 10 towns do it, and nobody is excluded, including, for instance, me." And then Kadroth raises his hand. You know, the tiefling from Caer Dineval, and he says, "Well, we, for our part, are adamantly against this. We shall not sacrifice people to evil gods,
See,
no matter what they do."
I agree with them. Like,
And
it's ridiculous.
it seems like Torvus and Torvus is also agreeing with this for sure. Also, Nimsy and Horus are agreeing with this. And, Nerth, he says, well, we are team players here. Duvessa has come to us with this request, and we are doing it in Targos. But I don't see why each town shouldn't be able to, fend for themselves and in this matter, and do what they seem to think is right to appease the Frost Queen, or indeed, as Kadroth here says, to even oppose her somehow. And they have each of these discussions are much longer than I make them out to be.
Yes.
But that seems to be what the conclusion they reach. And Duvessa looks kind of disappointed about this. In the end. Very well, she says. We have another more practical matter to bring up here from Bryn Shander as well. Let's see. We captured a little while ago a goblin messenger from Karkolok.
Use you.
Yeah, it's coming in chat.
Sure.
It's a
Karkolok.
Karkolok. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to Americanize it for Corey's benefit.
I would say Karkolok, maybe?
Karkolok, yep. Karkolok. I'm on board with that, bully. Oh, it's a goblin stronghold to the south. We have occasionally had some issues with them here in the 10 towns, but we found this messenger. We captured this messenger in Bryn Shander. So he had managed to sneak in. And he was found to be carrying a declaration of peace from Chief Yarb Gnok even. Addressed to me. Yarb Gnok would like Speaker Shane to send delegates to Karkolok to conduct treaty negotiations. My sheriff has informed me that he doesn't believe a word of Yarb Gnok's message, and has offered a reward of 300 gold pieces for the Goblin Chieftain's head. However, I'm not so sure, she says. I would like to investigate this, if this is a genuine offer. In these dark times, we cannot turn allies down, even if they are goblins. And of course, everybody starts discussing this to and fro. And in the end, they're deciding, it seems, like they need to send some emissaries to Karkolok. And it seems like these emissaries are you, unless you have something to say about it.
I don't speak Goblin. At least I don't think.
They also don't. Yeah.
No, definitely don't. Let's see. Let's see if our other buddy speaks Goblin.
I don't think he does. I think he only speaks giant.
Yeah.
However, Duvessa says, I think most of the goblins speak common, and this this message was also written in common.
Right, but here's the question: do you still have the goblin messenger?
I believe he is deceased, she says, but we can check afterwards with the sheriff.
But you killed the messenger? That's like the rule. Don't kill the messenger.
That's literally the rule.
Yes, I was most displeased with the sheriff when I found out, she says.
Great. All right. So here's gonna be the deal. You're gonna have to give us some form of payment. We gotta go and pay this guy. You can't just kill one of their people and just expect it to not have a problem later.
That is fair, she says. We can hash out the details later on, if you agree to this, she says. If the meeting agrees to this, and they all take a vote, and everybody is in favor of this. Unless you guys are not in favor of it.
I suppose there's nobody else to do it but us, huh?
Yeah. What do you expect?
Unless any of the other towns
one of these
are
cowards to go?
Unless any of the other towns are willing to offer up champions to join us.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No. It's quite ironic that the champions of your land, one is an outcast giant and the other two aren't even from here.
I have no idea.
Oh, we have a long tradition. Who would say this?
It's so crazy that you people live out here.
Oh, Dennis would probably say that. We have a long tradition in 10 towns of adventurers helping us out. So it's quite normal. And Nimsy says, "Here, love, have another cookie."
Oh, okay, thank you. I take the peanut, and I completely stop talking.
Yeah. Anyway, Nimsy, she passes the tray around an extra time, and she says, "Well."
I still Gareth cookies.
We have in Lonelywood, we have problems with an intelligent white moose. And at first, I thought that's just something in the woods, it's lonely woods, things can happen in the woods, Take another one, dear, she says as the tray comes around to you again.
A moose, you said?
A moose, indeed. It sounds very silly, I know.
No.
But then I heard from Durham over there, our representative from Bremen, that they also have a problem with a talking sea monster of some description. Apparently there's a lass down there that is investigating this. And I just wanted to hear if anybody else has met any talking animals lately in their towns.
I don't let the tray go by me this time, by the way.
No, you don't. Mm-mm. You keep it.
Mm-hmm.
So, just hypothetically, what do you think this has to do with? What is your interest in these animals?
Oh, Nimsy says, well, this moose, it's scaring the loggers and the hunters.
It's still there.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's the general nuisance, you know. We've dispatched hunters to kill the moose, but we haven't found it. It seems to act intelligently. It's clearly smarter than an average moose, you know.
Average. Fair. Got it.
And you know, it seems to be the same sort of in. And I don't know where it comes from. I've never heard of anything like this before. You know, intelligent animals. That's you know, that's darn right unnatural.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have my psi thingy anymore.
Nope.
No more telepathy. Okay. All right. I want. Oh, the dog is just eating cookies. All right. So.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we might have seen some things. There was a mammoth.
A mammoth?
Yeah, it spoke a little bit for a little bit. He didn't really have too much to say. And there was a pair of white wolves. Though not sure if they could talk before now, or if it was something else.
Let's see. Who would know that of these people here? Absolutely not Durham.
Shander?
Yeah, Shander maybe.
He looks
or
grizzled.
Trovis would know. Trovis. So Trovis says he's drinking a bit too much, by the way. You're noticing now?
Oh.
But
You.
Him and Durham both,
Exactly.
probably.
oh yeah, Durham is just pouring it down, man. but on Durham it has hardly any effect. It's like you think he's made out of alcohol. Anyway, Trovis says, well, you know, in my youth, I faced a couple of winter wolves, or frozen wolves, as we called them back then, and they have been known to speak. So I don't think that's indicative of the same thing as a talking moose or a talking mammoth. A talking mammoth sounds horrifying.
Wasn't really. If you've ever seen the play Sesame Street, the character Snuffleupagus, just like that, kinda. More tusks, really.
Yeah.
Or Ice Age.
Ice Age, yeah.
Another good play.
Oh, I heard that Ice Age is still running full houses down in Waterdeep.
Oh, Waterdeep. Huh. And now I'm thinking about how I know that I've seen these plays.
Yeah. And as you think about that, you suddenly see a flash of a memory that isn't yours. Of a jubilant sun shining down upon lively market. And you and somebody else are chatting, and that is gone.
And I thought I was done with these visions.
I offer him a cookie that has a bite out of it.
I don't take it.
I eat it.
So they discuss these intelligent animals, of course. But they don't seem to reach any proper conclusion or a decision or anything like that. But at least, you know, they agreed that they need to keep their eyes out and things like that. Okay, so Horus, the Speaker of Tourmaline, is next, and he stands up. He's a tall half-orc, if you recall, and he says, "I bring before the council accusations." And he points at Nerth Maxilnar. Nerth Maxilnar, from Targos, is meddling in business that is mine. And then he goes on to retell the story of the spies in his barracks. And your involvement in that is made clear as well. And when several times during his story, Nerth Maxilnar strongly opposes this. He shouts out, "That is outrageous!" And they're arguing quite a lot. Anyway, at the end of all this, Horus says, "I suggest we vote to penalize Targos via a tax on all goods from Targos." How do you vote? You get one vote, by the way, between you, so you need to...
Oh, yeah, we will vote for that, yeah. The dogs eat.
Yeah, dog's eating cookies.
Yeah. So it's your call then, Bully.
Sure.
What
We'll vote for
okay,
that.
cool. So...
I mean, it makes sense for us to vote for that. We did
Since you're eating cookies, Corgi, you can roll a insight check.
A con save.
I'm...
And a con save.
It's like... Okay, sorry, I was looking for a note that I had. Let me see if I can find something. 'Cause I did find a note, but I think that was actually in East Haven that I found the note, so... Okay, so what am I rolling? Sorry.
Insight.
16.
You quickly realize that Kadroth, Trovis, Ganeth, Horus, and Duvessa are going to vote in favor of this suggestion.
Yeah, so then
Not
we're good.
Nimsy?
No.
Okay. I would like to maybe cast Divine Sense.
Yep.
So
That's fine.
I think really that what matters here is, I mean, it's good, evil, celestial, fiend, undead, but I think what matters is good and evil and probably undead.
Right.
We find out that our most trusted person here is a vampire.
I mean, it's not totally unfound.
So, does it just cover everybody here?
It is within 60 feet without in full cover. They're not in full cover.
All right. We're gonna have to go through them here. I don't really have their alignments to hand here, so we'll go through here. Dorum doesn't go either way, really.
Okay.
So he doesn't ping either way. Duvessa is good. Kadroth is evil.
Wow, who would have seen that one coming?
Trovis is like Dorum, doesn't ping. Daneth Whalen is good. Shandar Froth is evil. Nimsy is good.
Man, I was really hoping for evil.
Yeah.
Really hoping for evil.
Nerth Maxinar is evil.
Okay.
And Horus is good.
Oh,
So
pretty much what you said. Pretty much
what
what you
was Chandroth? What was Chandroth? Froth?
Evil.
Froth? Evil? Of course he was. Jerk.
Told
you. Just we should have let me murder him when we had the chance.
Hey, I keep saying you can go back and murder him at any time. But hey, we're talking at a table.
So do you vote in favor of
Yeah.
this tax?
Yep. I vote in favor of the tax.
So that's a 6-4 in favor. So the tax is actually put in place. And Nerth is looking mighty pissed. Alright, so next up is Daneth Whalen from East Haven. And he also stands up when he's talking and he says, well, I don't know if you have heard, but a little while back we captured a wizard who was accused of killing his adventuring party out on the tundra. And these were local adventurers. He had come to town saying that he was a wizard of the Arcane Brotherhood, and they were eager young men, and he brought them out into the tundra and he killed them for unknown reasons. We captured him and we burned him at the stake. But the fact that he was from the Arcane Brotherhood, he says, and looks at Devesa with some sort of, pointed look, is something I thought well worth bringing up.
Can I insight that look?
Sure.
Like, is he looking at her like because you're a member, or because we have had issues like this?
Can I also do such a thing?
Yes.
Ugh. 8. Distracted by the cookies.
13. Look at me rolling
You
double digits.
are trapped by the cookies. The more you think that it's more of a look of remember those problems a couple of years back? Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at him looking at her and I'm like, oh, he's got to poop. Too many carbs can do that to you.
You're the one eating all the cookies.
And then I eat my cookies.
Well, yes, Duessa says, we all remember Valish Gant and those dark days. She says, I am extremely distressed to hear that the Arcane Brotherhood is again putting their long noses in our business. We must find out what they want this time and how we can stop them and stop a repeat of what happened last time.
This gets my attention, and I, with a mouthful of cookies, go, what happened last time?
Priceless. She looks at you and she says, we'll have a meeting after the meeting and discuss it in greater detail, she says.
A thumbs up.
Thank you so much, Daneth, for bringing this to our attention. And then they start discussing if anybody else has seen anybody else who claims to be from the Arcane Brotherhood. And nobody fesses up. What was that?
Anybody
Tell
lying? My 13 insight give me that anyone's lying?
No, but maybe you've heard rumors that are contrary to what they're now saying before. There's something for you to think about.
Maybe I've heard rumors.
Yes. Or you as a party.
Yeah. They're in the notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Daneth says, I don't know how much you are aware of this in the other towns, but we have had some problems with Duragar, dark dwarves. And some, like, for instance, Nimsi and Horus, they seem really shocked at this revelation. Maybe Torvus can fill us in a bit more here. And Torvus tells the story of how you guys dragged two or three?
Two.
Of these two back to his town, and he tried to interrogate them, but unfortunately they escaped. To which you see Duvessa sort of roll her eyes. And then Torvus says, we sent word, or these fine heroes sent word to Deneth in East Haven.
And to Kadroth.
And to Kadroth in Ker Dinoval or Koenig, whichever I'm not the speaker of.
We told Kadroth about the hideout that was up next to Ker Koenig, or not Ker Koenig, the dwarven area up there.
Kelvin's Cairn, yeah.
Kelvin's Cairn. And then we told was it Daneth?
Yeah, Daneth.
That they were hiding in ships around East.
Right. And so obviously Daneth says, I took the word of the heroes extremely seriously, sent a contingent of my best men to the East Haven ferry, where we found and chased off several Duragar. And they, on top of that, found letters there, which at some point in my life I'm sure I will find. Let's see here.
Handouts.
Everybody let me down. Ooh.
I'm sorry they're very yellow.
It's okay.
It's me not being able to... we found, you know, some things written down. They don't, you know, they seem like notes passed along between spies, and, you know, they don't make much sense to me. Except, of course, he says that there's agents of the scent. And he looks at Nerith Maxilinar with a hard look. Mentioned in them. And it appears as well that they're looking for this Chardalin stuff.
Oh, we can't confirm that. When we spoke to the members of the Durgar that we had brought in to Ker Koenig, they had been mentioning Chardalin as well, stating that they believed that their leader would be able to create a dragon from it.
A dragon, you say? From Chardalin? And they question you extensively on your intelligence around this. Well, it would appear, the council decides, that there is a Durgar fortress somewhere in the spine of the world that we previously didn't know about. We need to send emissaries to them to find out what it is they want.
Oh, they just want all. I know what it is they want because they told us. They want all of the people of Tin Towns to be gone because they believe that the Tin Towns area is theirs. This is their divine right.
That is obviously unacceptable.
I don't know. I think you all should go.
Place kind of sucks.
Right? And you're not good at living out here. You need help.
So we've learned, Dennis says, that this place is called Sunblight. And you saw my ping there, right?
Oh, nope.
No,
wasn't on the map. I'm
yeah.
looking at reports.
Yep, I have handouts all over my map. I can't.
Yeah, sorry. Okay. We can deal with it later, it's fine. But we have a rough location of this Sunblight
Is that
place.
right here?
Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
Oh, it was, we were right next to it. That's where the little nautiloid was.
The little what now? They all say.
Oh, that was the thing I was going to bring up when it was our turn. Don't mind me interrupt. It'll come to my turn. Cookies spraying all over the table. Cookie crumbs.
Yes.
I have some
So we need to send emissaries to the Duragar. It's very urgent, Janet says. And they take a vote. How do you vote yourselves in this?
Are we the emissaries again?
Yes.
I don't want to go down there. They're jerks. Last guy I spoke with was a total horses behind.
I have some questions about this one. The report 2.
Report 2. Let's have a look here. Yeah.
This one seems interesting. So, does anybody know what a Livistus of Lord Stiga is?
Kedroth looks quite uncomfortable when he says, "Oh, it's an old rumor. Don't pay any mind. It's an old rumor. It's slander that
Okay.
we should be
really
connected
wanna
to a terrible devil from the 9 hells. I mean, we provide soup kitchens."
Right. So who is this sage? Anybody know who the sage is?
Sage. No clue.
Yeah.
No idea, Dennett says. I guess it's some sort of sage that they contacted, the Duragar, to find this out.
Interesting.
Do Durgard have sages amongst them, or would they have hired out this stupid...
They probably would have hired out, but or they might
Okay.
have somebody. I mean, maybe it's Sunblight. Who knows what's there?
Sure.
Oh, look, it even says dragon in the note there. See? Confirmation of the words that I said.
That is true, actually. That's independently confirmed then. So maybe they really are building a dragon, whatever that means to SSS.
Will not tell anyone else. Is he regarding the sage and
Would presume.
Yeah, probably.
okay. Anyway, I think we what are we gonna do? You wanna go to the Durgar?
I mean, not particularly. They kind of suck. And if the young prince, whatever his name was, since he has escaped and we have not found him, I'm sure he's gone and told Daddy how poorly we've treated him. Even though I honestly think we treated him quite well. We fed him. We gave him a warm place. Didn't
Yes,
murder
but if
him on
this,
sight.
but if this is a real threat, Duvessa says, then surely we must find out more. more. So they're voting, and everybody, all 9 of them, are voting in favor of sending U.S. emissaries to the Arcane Brotherhood. But they won't do it if you vote no.
I look over at Shandar Froth and I start reaching for my knife.
Gareth, roll perception. To hold the
Sure.
back.
I can try. Gareth, perception. A 10.
What is he rolling for?
To see if he see this happening. So
Oh, the knife.
Yeah, hold the doggy back.
Oh yeah, I think he sees that. He grabs you by the scruff, Alexica.
Gently. Like
Yeah.
like letting you know no.
Oh, like where my gums get pulled back and my front teeth kind of show a little bit?
Just a
Yeah.
little bit. Just okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Stop it. You don't go full limp. Just you just hold understand that it's going on. Alright. I think we'll have to do something about these in regard. I don't think we're going to get out of it anyway.
Yeah, I have a feeling that there's some divine entity that is sending us on these random adventures. It's almost as if it is out of our control.
Absolutely not. You guys are still free to do whatever the heck you want.
We just will never level up and we'll all die at the big bad.
So that goes through then, I suppose.
Yes, we'll vote for that.
So Nerth Maxinar, he says, well, I would like to go back to a previous point that we were talking about, the Arcane Brotherhood. Doesn't it seem like we should vote on, since we seem to be voting on this anyway, we should vote on whether or not to send these fine heroes, he says, to them as well and find out what's going on. I don't know, it's not really a emissary position, I suppose. It's more of a investigative position, and I don't know really where to start with it, but it seems like that is also something that we would like to find out more about as a council.
And do you even know where to find the Arcane Brotherhood? They seem to be just random members.
I don't. Well, Duvessa says, I might have some place to start anyway with this. So I'm in favor, she says. And it seems like there's like an even split. Kadroth is definitely against it. And with him then Trovis and Daneth as well. Horus also is against it, but the rest of them are in favor.
So basically, what's happening is it's the Zents in the west, it's the Black Swords or Blades or whatever in the east.
Yes, and then
and
it seems to
pirates
fluctuate
from the
with.
south.
Yeah, that seems to be the general idea. Yeah. But this is a 5-4 vote. If you guys vote no, we're not going to do this, then again, they won't be able to appoint you as investigators of the Arcane Brotherhood.
I mean,
And I guess if we're investigating everything else, we might as well.
it sounds
Alright.
well enough. We'll take this.
Okay. So, do we
Titles,
have
titles.
finally anything from Dugan's Hole to mention? Do SSS.
Oh, I can help, or you can speak, and I can eat more cookies. I don't mind. Actually, can I get a coffee?
Mine's kind of short. Dugan's Hole would like, for each of the 10 towns to send one male and one female person to the town.
Can they be criminals? People start asking.
Preferably we would prefer
Who would like to get out of towns that don't want to be sent out in the cold and murdered?
yeah, we don't, I mean, we would prefer that they aren't criminals, just because we need them to be like semi-productive members of society.
People looking for a second chance.
I mean, that still sounds like criminals.
Was
Yeah.
the ocean, was the river down next to Dugan's Hold available? Was it thawed or frozen?
To the south, down here,
Yeah, that should be pretty okay.
that's frozen over.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just walked across here.
yeah, it's true we did.
But what would they do there? There's nothing there. Somebody says.
Well, they need to bring some. It would be good to have.
Looking for settlers. The town's population is dwindling, and they're looking for new people with invigorated spirit to help bring the town back to life.
All right. Well,
Those are great words for.
that sounds like a persuasion check to me.
With a help action?
I mean, these.
No.
If there's a way in which.
Actually, I was helping him with my words.
Okay,
so he
well you
gets
can
to go.
each make a roll then.
Okay, crap. We can't pull the wool over your
Persuasion?
eyes, can we, Sid?
Yes. 9. I'm really not good. Not good at this. I'm not good at this game.
Believe how well I'm rolling today.
Oh, it's great. So you actually get a majority of the people here to vote for you. Duvessa votes no. And you think it is because she is quite set in the idea that she must sacrifice people. And it sounded to her like you said that instead of being sacrificed, they could move to Dugan's Hole.
That's
And so
exactly what I said.
Yeah, and so she definitely votes no for it, or to it. Shandar and Nerth also votes no, but the rest of them, including Dorum, votes yes. And so they promise that they will look into it and see if they can't send some people to Dugan's Hole.
Awesome! I just opened up their gene pool. We.
Actually, have a couple things from down towards Dugan's Hold, pertaining to the fact that it is within the region of Dugan's Hold.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sure that many of you in the 10 towns saw that there was a meteor that crashed, not too long ago. Just big fire in the sky, hitting the south. So we went and investigated it, and it come to find out it was a nautiloid that had a couple of little mind flayers. They were actually about my size inside of it. Well, anyway, my good friend over here managed to provide them with the necessary power source that they needed, and they left. So they're gone. So no need to worry about that. But bad part is that they might have dropped a bullet on their way out, and it's kind of rampaging in the south. So do be careful, and if it gets any closer to the cities, there might need to be some action on that. But
This sounds like a very tall tale. Will they believe you? Roll persuasion.
okay. A 12.
It seems like some of them do and some of them don't. Okay, well noted. Duvessa says bullet, and it's taken to the notes.
And also the intelligent creatures. There is an intelligent wolf down there too.
Yes,
around.
We met 2 white wolves, winter wolves or whatever they were, while we were down there. We killed one. The other one got away, heavily damaged. But and sure will be healed up at some point.
Yeah.
Although there was the giant insert name here, who lived south of there. He's been murdered, so he doesn't live there anymore.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, my voice is going here a
We
bit.
don't technically know who did that. Was that the wolves?
You don't know.
All we know is that when we looked in the ice, it looked like he had been stabbed. And the mammoth said that humans or humanoids had killed him.
Right.
And that's why he was attacking us, is because we thought we were the ones that had killed him.
Also, there might be a Remoraz in the area.
Oh, yeah, and the Remoraz. How could I forget about that?
So,
This is all south of the river, I hope. Shandor says.
you know, I guess, yeah. But it could come this direction.
Yeah, that's true, but let's hope it stays south.
I mean, if the bullet runs out of food, it's definitely going to start heading north.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, no, the Giant's Igloo is also... Never mind.
Only just though, but yeah. Okay, so do you have any other things to bring up?
Oh, yeah, shit, tons of stuff.
Okay.
Let me see what we had in our notes. Okay, so we had the speaking animals. We talked about the bullet and the resurrant. We talked about that. The ice knife murders. We talked about that. And then we wanted to get more information on the Zents and the Black Swords and the Arcane Brotherhood and the Durgar. I think we've covered all those bases.
Yeah, they basically told us, go get that information.
Yeah. Basically.
So, to summarize, Duvessa says, we are extremely lucky in that we have you 3 here. We have now given you 3 tasks. Investigate the Goblin's peace offering, investigate the Arcane Brotherhood, and act as emissaries to the Duragar to see what they want.
Okay. And this comes with payment of...
We will discuss payment after the meeting, she says. I need to talk to you about some matters.
Oh, each of the 10 towns, then.
But there will be payment, she says.
Alright.
There was something I was going to talk with her about after the meeting, but I forgot what it was.
So, do you ask anything more about these 3 things? Like, how do you prioritize among them?
Do they have a particular priority that they wish it to be?
So you ask the question, and they all start arguing about what priority should be the best. And in the end, they all seem to have, somehow, even though there's only 3 options, right? They all seem to have different opinions about it. So, no.
Great. Okay. Uh-oh.
Alright. And so, the meeting ends. And you have a dinner at the councilor's building. Yeah. With the rest of the councilors. And that is where we're gonna end today's episode.
I wish I could remember what it was that Shane was gonna tell me after the meeting?
Well, I know what she's gonna tell you, but I don't know what it was you wanted to talk to her about.
I don't remember either. I guess I can go back and listen to the session if it's that important to me.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So maybe we have some links, Corgi.
Check out the links.
That's the thing.
Follow the links. They do the link things.
Excellent. And I am assuming we're not raiding anybody today.
Nope. No Ed, no raid.
No raid.
That's how we work.
Yeah.
But
make sure to follow,
we are...
though.
Yeah. Follow.
Do that.
Thanks.
And we are back, which is very nice. It was fun, even though I'm not feeling too good. So hopefully we can be back next week again.
Yes, that would be good.
Yes, we'll be back on Wednesday with more of
some other game.
Yeah, maybe Starfall Guild. And then next Friday we hopefully will be back with more of this.
Yes.
Mm. Mm.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, it was nice. Thank you for
Bye.
coming by, Venom.